It seems like it's been a while. you know, thanks for everybody coming out. Thanks for your concerns about Devon. But the rest of the team, we're doing pretty good. As well as to be expected. I thought we didn't practice well yesterday, Sunday, but today was very spirited. I thought last week early on it was pretty good also, and we're just moving in a direction where we can try to win our first game.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. Has the team asked you if they can do something symbolic in honor of Devon for this game or any for the rest of the season on uniforms or in his locker or whatever?
You know what, they have requested about 30,000 things to do. It's just we're gonna decide, and Tammy asked me earlier, we are in the process of right now deciding exactly what we're doing, and I just want input from everybody. I want input from everybody on the football team. So, and that's what we're gathering the information, and I got my ideas, but they supersede me. So.
Coach, how concerned are you? I know the number one concern is the health of the young man, but this kind of just lingering through your entire season is something that I don't want to say it's a distraction because it's it's a lot bigger than that, but how do you handle that aspect of it with your players?
Well, I think what we've done. I think we've taken every precautionary measure around here, around the university. I thought we've had counselors here. We've done everything that we possibly could so that these guys could, move into a direction to do what they love to do. And I think they are doing that. They're moving in a much better direction. I thought they were very spirited this morning. Where they all of a sudden now, they seen the film, they seen the team we're playing against. They know it's a pretty good football team. It's a real good football team, and they're eager to get back to as normal as they can. They're trying to get back to playing football.
Coach, you said before the season that you were going to play most of your own freshmen, and under circumstances, just wondering at the quarterback position. I know Devon played your last game against Tulsa. Do you expect him to play and to have more playing time this Saturday against Ole Miss?
You know what's funny? The first game of the season, we had a situation where we really wanted to play him against Rutgers, but the game got kind of a little bit back and forth, and then it wasn't the right situation to put him in. He was going to play against Tulsa. He's probably going to play in every game that we have this year. It'll be something different, and I don't want to spill my hand, but he's definitely going to play. He's a wonderful player. I like what the young man is doing, and I mean he's a big plus for us.
We talked a little bit about this before, but you've been expanding his plays and you've been kind of tailoring them more to kind of what he can do. He has the advantage of being able to move out of the pocket a little bit, the disadvantage of being inexperienced and having kind of a tough outing there against Tulsa.
Yeah, you know what? That's the balance that you got to have. Before Tulsa game, I don't think the young man knew where the library was. He just got on campus. So it's just an idea of balancing what he can do and what we can do to be as successful as we possibly can, and that he's really not hurting the team. So you like to do it in increments, but against Tulsa it was like courage under fire. He had to get it done, and I thought he did pretty decent for his first outing.
Talked to the offensive linemen and running backs earlier. They said they had problems communicating in the first couple games. Just talk about what you've done to improve on that, and have you seen any progress?
Yeah, you know what? I think everything was so new with the communication, just the line calls, just everything. I think it was a different system, and not only the different system, but then it was also the whole different. I mean, everybody almost that's playing is new, and so what we've done, we've cut back. We tailored the system a little bit more, and we're tweaking it as we go along. But the communications has been much better this week, and I think we'll be better.
Ole Miss gave up 66 points. You mentioned on Sunday.
You're killing me.
Any thoughts on what that could do to a team psychologically?
Well, I think this. I think the first thing you do is, I mean, when you expect to win and you don't win, you kind of do some soul searching. You're just trying to figure out what needs to be done. I think they're gonna come in here, they're gonna be ready, and they're gonna be fired up and ready to play. you know. So, you know, we just got to match their intensity and play along with them. But they'll be ready, you know, and hopefully, you know, and I know we'll be ready to play. So, you know, we just got to match intensity and just play our best game, and hopefully it's good enough.
So is Griff your starter this week?
Well, I don't know as of yet. Griff really didn't do much today. You know, last week on Thursday, he threw the ball around a little bit. I thought he looked pretty good, but then today he didn't do as much as I thought he would do. So we just got to wait and see. But he's the starting quarterback.
So, game time?
It'll be. I'll know about tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow or no later than Thursday. I don't want to put him at a risk either, but I don't think he can function in what we try to do if he can't practice by Thursday.
The second half of the Tulsa game, do you remember it? It was kind of a blur. I mean,
You know what? A lot of it was a blur, but you know when you go back and you watch the tape, you know I had a feeling that one defensively we really settled down a little bit in the second half, and they moved the ball on us and with all that was going on. But I thought defense settled down, and I thought it wasn't as bad as it seemed on the field. But I thought Devon kind of did some real good things. Now he wasn't equipped to run a team, to lead a team to a comeback. So you just have to be aware of what you're calling. But you know, I thought he did pretty decent after watching it all.
were you able to? I mean, I gotta imagine it was hard to coach. You were on the field at halftime. I mean, was it difficult for you to coach that game in the second half and stay focused?
Well, I kind of said at one. I had a glimpse of a thought. Say, hey, let's just pack up and get on the bus. But you know, the young men, the kids our guys were great guys, and I think they wanted to do the best thing. They wanted to go out there and show that they could play and they could continue to go on. They put most of it behind them, and I know it was in there because it was with me, and I thought it was throughout the whole second half. And I thought they came out. You know, they did a pretty good job.
Did they? A lot of them have told me since that they kind of didn't understand how serious it was. Even in halftime in the locker room, they knew it took a long time. They were thinking this was some big precautionary, measure. Is that accurate? Kind of for the whole team.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know. I don't really know what they thought. I just think the coaches did a great job getting them together. You know, honing in on what we had to do in the second half, and some of it was good, some of it wasn't good. But I thought the coaching was great. I thought they came out, they understood the job at hand, what exactly needed to be done. And then, they played pretty decent in the second half.
And the last sort of thing is, I know that you're close with Sean Payton, and I know that he's probably talked to you after this. What did he tell you? He's obviously a head coach, and probably had something to probably kind of help coach you up a little bit.
Well, the first thing he told me was that he's now coaching his son Pop Warner team, and he was at Kinko's late the night we talked. He's buying chicken for the team after every game for the Pop Warner team. But you know what he said? He said, look, you equipped for it, you do the job. He said a lot of stuff has come at you. Just continue your course. You're gonna do great. And I mean, he was more encouraging than anything. But he was good. It was good to talk to him and other coaches also.
With the way your offensive line is playing and playing a team with the defensive line like Ole Miss and having a new quarterback in there potentially, what kind of things do you need to do in order to alleviate that sort of pressure? Is it a lot more screens? Is it more three-step drops? I mean, what can Devon do maybe that Griff didn't? How do you?
Well, without sounding like you like an Ole Miss reporter right now, you try to get my game plan, but I think you just got to move the pocket a little bit more. And you're absolutely right about three-step drop. But the main thing, we got to run the football. If we just run the football a little bit more to keep this thing a little bit balanced, then I think we'll have some success.
Ryan Grant's played pretty well this season. Do you think his continued play can help the run game?
Absolutely. I think, and also, not only him, I mean, I think he's played magnificent, but Shackelford's played pretty good now also. Both of those guys, I thought, going into the season, coming here, I thought the receivers were a position that I would struggle with all year. But I think those two guys are legitimate players. And I think we got some other guys who show in the next couple of weeks. But I think you're absolutely right. One of the things that we tried to figure out is who were the players, and we try to just get the ball to the players. And I think we do have some players. It's just that we just got to, get some confidence. I think this is not a very confident team. And once we get some confidence, I think we'll get rolling a little bit.
How important is improvement from your tight end position? With the way the line has struggled to block, do you need to leave them in more often, or is it more important for them to maybe be a safety valve and help out as a mission?
Well, I think you just can't be one dimensional. I think you got to do a little bit of both. I think the tight ends have to, they just have to catch the balls that we ask them to catch. I think Saeed London has done a good job. He's playing well, but he's another, I hate to keep, it's not an excuse, but he's just another young kid. Marfisi does a great job blocking. Tedford, he has a couple of drives, but he's getting better. So I think the improvement in the tight end position, I think you'll see some of that in the next couple of weeks because they've gotten a lot better, in practice.
A lot of teams are run to set up the pass. Do y'all see yourself as more pass to set up the run?
Well, I just think we just got to run the football, and I'm more of a balanced. Instead of setting up one or the other, I think you just got to stay more balanced. With a young team, what you don't want to do is like the first game, you don't want to get behind on the down and distances. And I think that's what we did. That's one of the things we did the first game. And then the next game, we just kind of, we got into a track meet with a track team. So we just got to kind of play balanced, play our football game, run, just have a balanced attack. And if we're pretty balanced, I think we can we can play with almost anyone.
Coach, you talked about the run being important, improving the run game. How is Josh Brown's doing? How do you expect him to play, obviously, Saturday? And will he have a big part in the game?
You know what? He has his packages right now, and again, I mean, we talking about another young kid, and he can't handle all of it yet, but he's doing every day. He's getting better and better, and he's the type of guy that you always wonder with young kids about protections, and you just get a little bit afraid to put him in all the time or so much, but he has his packages, and he's supposed to play a lot more last game, but it got to throw fest because we were trying to catch up. But I think he's going to be sensational. He'll play a lot this game.
CJ, you said there's a lot of requests to do something special for Devon. Will we see something will it be as quick as Saturday that we'll see something visible?
Absolutely. We definitely going to do a few things on Saturday for him. I just want to, I just got to streamline what exactly we're doing, just because, I mean, everybody loves Devon, and Devon loves everybody. I mean, he's a lovable kid, and everybody want to do about 20 different things, but we can't do it all right now.
Coach, I know you're not responsible for last year, but it's been about a year since this club has won a game. What would it mean? I know maybe it's an obvious question, but what would it mean to just break through and get a W? And I know you have a lot of credibility in the locker room, but what would a really big victory do as far as telling you guys, hey, this is what we preach, start believing in?
You know what I think? I think they will get a W. Soon. I don't know when. I mean, we just got to go out and play every play, one play at a time. But since I've been here, these guys have done everything that we've asked them to do. I mean, the weight room, the early morning practices, the discipline. I mean, they've done tremendous. Now, for me, it's like a father with your son. You just want to reward them, and the best reward in the world is a victory. So as soon as we get one, I think we'll get some confidence, and they'll feel it, and we'll start kind of rolling this thing downhill a little bit. But we uphill right now.
Orleans said he's feeling a lot better. Do you expect him to play?
Yeah, if he's ready now, I'm definitely playing him. Absolutely, I'm playing him. But you just got to. He feels better. I thought about a week or so ago, I thought we'd be playing him, and then the trainer said, "Hi, wait a minute, just relax on him." And I'm glad we didn't, because I think he looks better now. So if he's playing, if he can put it strap it all on, he's playing.
Is he a Thursday decision too?
Yeah, he'll be sooner, but he's taking he practiced a little bit today, so I'm very encouraged.
When you look at how Ole Miss played against Texas,
You're killing me.
I know. But Texas is a good team.
Very good.
They gave up 670 yards of total offense. I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, do you see room here to get your offense going? I assume you don't consider your team to be Texas necessarily, but is there wiggle room here?
Yeah, you know what? I think I think a lot of our problem has been self-inflicting more so than the other team. Those teams that we played against were good teams. I just watched Rutgers beat South Florida, Tulsa. Tulsa's beating everybody right now. But a lot of stuff, you can't win a game if you're second down and 20. It's hard to win. It's hard to win when you're giving up 6 or 7 sacks. It's just hard to win. Now, the solution is one, we got to do a little bit better job of, getting guys in position so we don't get in second and 20s. And then we just got to, old-fashioned, don't make these simple mistakes. You can't jump off sides. You can't do those types of things.
Their quarterback played very up and down
Mhm.
You know, I think he threw 3 picks, but then he also found the connection with their star
Yep.
receiver. Tell me your impressions of him and kind of what you have to do defensively against him.
Well, I think both of the quarterbacks are pretty good. I think the one guy is more of a read option guy, and he can throw the ball pretty good. And then the other kid can run. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I think they're good. I think we gotta have a plan for both of those guys. This receiver now, this number 12 he's a heck of a player. So you just got to play your defense, and I hate to say it, knock on wood, but these freshman DBs are playing pretty decent. I mean, Dawes got burned, but he's right there with the guy. He's right there with a senior. So we just got to finish some plays and continue to play those guys. And I think that I'm starting to trust those freshman DBs a lot.
One more question. Unless that's it. Thanks, guys.